Welcome to Anime Studio Pro 7. Anime Studio Pro 7 has vector-based draw, paint, and fill tools. I'm going to start out by showing you the Add Point tool. Now the Add Point tool makes it very easy to quickly create your own shapes in Anime Studio. All you have to do is click and drag, and it will set up these control points that you see right here. And where I'm welding my shape, and where I'm welding points together, you'll see this green dot appear. Now these red points allow you to add additional control points to your shape, which then can later be animated or you can use to deform your shape. So for example, if I use my Translate Points tool, I can go in here and click and drag after selecting some of these points and quickly create an animation by just moving through the timeline. And if I scrub back through my timeline, you now will see that I've quickly animated this shape. Now everything you're going to draw in Anime Studio, you're going to draw at frame 0. So the next tool I'm going to show you is the freehand tool. The freehand tool is very similar to a pen tool and allows you to recreate the sensation of drawing on paper if you're using a pen tablet. So the freehand tool has a wide variety of different options. So you can select use pen pressure if you're working with a tablet, none, or random, and it will automatically adjust the width and apply a random width to your stroke, basically simulating of what it would be like if you had a pen tablet and were drawing with a pen tablet. You can also choose from a wide variety of different brush styles, adjust your width, and quickly adjust your color as well. And if you're holding down the Alt key in the Styles palette over here, you can quickly change the color of the stroke. Now we also have a Draw Shape tool, and this allows you to quickly draw shapes using some of these presets. All I have to do is click and drag, and I'm going to adjust my width down to 5. 4. And then I also have a text tool to add text and a wide variety of other drawing tools that we can utilize as well, drawing and editing tools. We also have fill tools. So the select shape tool, what that allows me to do is click on any shape and you'll see this checker pattern here. And it will show you that you have an orange color as the fill and a green color as the stroke or the outline. And if I click on this curve here, I'll see that I don't have a fill because it's just a curve and not a closed path shape. But I have a black stroke applied to that. So what it allows me to do is I can just click and drag, click and select the shape, and then I could use my paint bucket, and now I could click on another shape and it would take on the settings of that particular style or shape. Also, I can adjust the width of my outline with this line width tool. And I can use the Select Points tool to quickly select just a couple of points that I want to change the line width for. I also have a Scale Points tool as well. It allows me to automatically quickly scale the points. Rotate Points tool as well. And a wide variety of layer tools. Now these layer tools I can use to quickly animate something as well. So I'm going to start out with a new page and just show you what that is like if you're using a star, for example. So I can use this layer tool here, the Translate Layer tool, that allows you to move a shape. And then I'm going to use the Scale Layer tool to resize the shape. I'm going to use the Set Origin to select the center of the star, and I'm going to use the Rotate Layer tool, and now this star is going to rotate right around the origin. And I can go back and animate that. We also have a wide variety of different camera tools. And we can also easily pan around our workspace, zoom in, etc. Now those are some of the basics of the drawing tools. Now I'm going to show you the content library in Anime Studio Pro 7. The content library in Anime Studio Pro 7 is very powerful. It allows you to quickly browse or search through content. You can also access your own content that you can add to the library, or choose from a wide variety of different pre-designed content pieces, such as pre-designed characters that are already rigged and set up with bones, as well as props, background images, audio, video, etc. You can also add content to the Favorites tab if you want to use it in other projects as well. So I'm going to start out with one of my characters here, Jace, and click and drag to add him to the scene. And you can see that he's already set up with these bones. If I zoom in, you can see that bones have been set up for all his different body parts, such as his arms, legs, etc. And if I click and drag at frame 0, I can test the rig, the skeleton here, just so I can get a better feeling about animating Jace. And if I go to frame 6 and move his arms, and let's say frame 12, I move his legs, and then scrub back through the timeline, I've created a quick animation. Now, Anime Studio Pro 7 also has built-in audio recording and built-in lip syncing. Now I'm going to show you how to use this feature. I'm going to go to Window Audio Recording, and I'm going to record a quick sound file right inside the application by hitting the red button. Hi, how are you today? You hit stop, and I can quickly adjust the pitch down here with this slider.
Hi, how are you today?
Hi, how are you today?
I can just click on Add to Project, Test File 2. I'm going to name this as my sample file here, and you see this showing up in the Layers palette. Now if I go over here to my sequencer, the sequencer allows me to quickly arrange elements of my animation, such as video, audio, or existing animation, and I can decide at what point in time I want those elements to come into the scene. So for example, if I don't want my sound file to start playing until frame 30, I would just click and drag it over to frame 30. Now in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click this mouth, and I'm going to select the Switch tab and select Test File 2. And then if I go here to the Channels tab, you'll see that these keyframes have automatically been created for his mouth. I'm going to zoom in on his face. I'm going to hit play, and you'll see that he'll be talking and that his mouth will be synced up to the audio file we just recorded.
Hi, how are you today?
Now the mouth here is set up with something called switch layers in the switch layer group. And what that allows you to do is go through these different layers, and you can actually animate them as well. For example, with the eyes. The eyes are also set up with switch layers. So if I wanted to animate them, I could go to frame 6, and I could just right-click the eyes switch layer folder and select eyes open, and then go to frame 12, for example, and select wink left, and frame 18, look left, and then maybe right hand fist. And if I go back to frame 0 and zoom out and play back, you'll see that we have quickly created an animation using this pre-existing character.
Hi, how are you today?
I can also output my animation to a wide variety of different formats, including PNG, bitmap, Targa, PSD or JPEG, or as a QuickTime Movie or Flash SWF file. I can also upload my animation to share with friends on Facebook or YouTube, or easily collaborate on projects by uploading my files via Stuff It Connect.